which the Father hath put in his own power. Only the Most High know. Only the Most High know. So let nobody fool you. So a lot of people, they got jacked up behind listening to people saying that the end is going to be like on January 1st, 2000. A lot of people were destroyed. Look at Matthew 24 and 14. Matthew 24 and 14. Saying, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. See? Verse 27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For whatsoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. That's the dead bodies. Carcasses is dead bodies. There shall the eagles be gathered together. Whose sign is the eagle? Don't take a rocket science to figure that one out, do it. The bald eagle. Verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened. These missiles being shot. And the moon shall not give her light for the decree that's going to, all the dust and smoke that's going to be in the air, and the stars shall fall from heaven. I mean, all these celebrities and different people of renowned, so-called renowned status in this world, stars shall fall from heaven. And Israel, first and foremost, talking about the Israelites. And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. You see that? All the powers of the world shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, Mashiach Yahushua, in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds or the four corners, from one end of heaven or one end of the earth to the other. That's what we can look forward to. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. You look at that fig tree, he's giving you examples. You know that summer is near. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. So it'll be a generation going to be able to see all of that. But of that day, listen to this closely, but of that day, because y'all trying to say 2019 or whatever numbers you're trying to come up with, but of that day and hour knoweth no man. I'm going to read it again. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. I'm going to read it to you again. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven. The angels don't even know, he said. But my Father only. It's his Father only. Only the Most High know. Man especially don't know. The angels don't know. And they right before the Most High trembling. They don't know. So how man gonna know? He said, my Father only, the Most High only. But as the day of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Two gonna be in the field, one gonna be taken, the other gonna be left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, meaning women gonna be working in factories. One shall be taken, and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your power does come. See? Read you again. Since y'all know, some people try to predict when it's going to happen. He said, watch therefore, for ye know not, I mean, you don't know what hour your power does come. You don't know. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. You knew that thief was coming to your house, and when he's coming, you be ready. You be prepared for him. So he couldn't break in your house. Come up there and you had something for him. You knew he's coming. So I was just would give you a simple analysis of you don't know when he's coming. You don't know when he's coming. That's why you look at get 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Most High, will come as a thief in the night. See? He's coming like a thief in the night. You don't know when that thief is coming. But he gonna come like a thief in the night. So nobody fool you saying he gonna come this time, that time, whatever. He say he gonna come like a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Over 1 million degree Fahrenheit temperature shall melt with fervent heat. The elements, the atoms, the protons, the neutrons, everything gonna melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. You hear that? Gonna be burned up. That's a purifying element. That's why he put the rainbow in the sky and remind himself, I'm not gonna flood this earth anymore. He gonna have the water drown people. You gonna hear tidal waves and all that stuff come up, but not like he did the flood. No more. That's why he put that rainbow in the sky. Sometimes he put double rainbow in the sky. I'll be like, that's beautiful. Remind themselves, Saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and righteousness? Not all about yourself, but a holy convocation talking about the word of the Most High. And not so much of I just so much concentration on yourself that you really, that's why you can't really bring all this into you, because the whole makeup is about yourself and not about the Most High and the Mashiach Shai and his word. Listen, they're looking for and hastening until the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved. You hear this? Shall be dissolved. He talking about up there, the fourth dimension where the Most High is. He talking about all these things that we see on this earth. This is heaven. These kingdoms are heavens. Gonna be dissolved. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless, following his laws, statutes, commandments, having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, doing the rules and regulations of the Most High. You gotta. This ain't something you just listen to. I'll come back to that later. You better understand, people. It might be a time you're gonna have to apply what you have learned. If you haven't learned enough, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. Because it ain't gonna be about trying to learn all over again. Might be too late. Might be too late. St. John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. But there are some of you that believe not. He said he knew, just like some of you might not believe as you should, meaning you don't have faith. You can learn all you want to. You go to Esau school, you was probably got A's and B's, whatever. In Esau system, so you got a good memory to remember things, whatever. But when it comes down to setting the book up, and now you got to apply this in your life, you can't do the proper application of it. You got to learn it, live it, and apply it in your life. You can't apply this in your life, then what good is it? You might as well stay in the Esau school system. You keep let him continue to pollute your mind to be able to think that you got something that you don't have. You're going to accomplish something that you're not going to accomplish. This world ain't set up for us. He said, but there are some of you that believe not. For Mashiach Yahushua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not. Just like he know from the beginning, he know his eyes are upon all the things that's going on in this earth, sitting on the right-hand side of the Most High. We know the Most High's eyes 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Seeing all the ways of men. And you women too. And the children too. That's why he said, go through the city. He said, a mark upon the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in this earth. You think the Most High ain't sin? That's why he say the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. How do we know it's sinful? Because he's looking. He see what's going on in this wicked earth. And he see what's happening in the minds of the people. You think, you speak, and you act upon your thoughts. And they're wicked thoughts, so therefore what can you do? Can you come out with righteousness from wickedness? No. Look, verse 64. But there are some of you that believe not. For Mashiach Yahushua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not, and who should betray him. That's why he said, those my enemies that would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me, in Luke 19:27. And he said, therefore said I unto you, that no man can come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father. From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him. Oh yeah. So when you see people not walking with certain brothers or whatever, hey, they did the Mashiach Yahushua like that. You hear it? From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him. They weren't down with him no more. This is the Messiah, the anointed, a Mashiach. This is Mashiach Yahushua to the 12. Will you also go away? You gonna leave me too? This Simon Peter answered him, Mashiach, to whom shall we go? Where are we going to go? Thou hast the words of eternal life. I'm going to read it to you again. He said, where are we going to go? Say, thou hast the words of eternal life. And we believe and are sure that thou art that Mashiach. See, that's important. It wasn't Yahushua or Yeshua or Yeshua or Jesus. It was none of that. He say, and we believe that, and we believe and are sure that thou art that Mashiach. that Messiah, the Son of the living power, that anointed, the Son of the living power. Mashiach answered them, have not I chosen you 12, and one of you is a devil. So I chose you 12, but one of you is a devil. He spake of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon, for he it was that should betray him, being one of the 12. He said, I chose you. He chose him, and he chose the devil. Had to have somebody to betray him. Somebody had to do it. It was Judas. Just like you want to have people that, perpetrate a fraud, be around, and they're really not real. They have their own purpose. Look at Matthew 16 and 24. Matthew 16 and 24. Then said Mashiach Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. If you want to follow him, he said, hey, you got to deny yourself. How do you deny yourself when that's all you talk about is yourself? How is it that you deny yourself, but all you doing is talk about yourself? Your whole world is you, I, me. How you deny yourself as such? If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Get ready for this hard journey you get ready to go on. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. You're going to find it. If you be diligent and you be that living sacrifice for his sake. Somebody got to do it. You're not willing to do it? Well, you're not willing to see everlasting life. For what is a man profit if he shall gain the whole world? A lot of you going out there chasing money. You gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? What will you give in exchange for your soul? How many people have just sold out? I mean, straight up. The contracts, you read the contracts, you have your lawyer read the contract, you know you sold out. When you signed it, you knew you were selling out. Ain't no doubt about it. You sold out when you signed the contract. Or you went into your job, you know your job is dealing with wickedness, you know it's abominable, but that money was more important than your salvation. And some of you knew, I know I had a job, man, it was vexing me. I got out of it eventually. I couldn't just stay there and do what I was doing. Knowing what it was about, man. That's what it says. For what is a man profit if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? That's why I say you see the stars falling from heaven. See all our different celebrities dying. You know? Boom, bam. Look at them. They only have so long. They don't live no long life. You just have memories of them now. Very talented. It wouldn't be no music really if it wasn't for us. You know, jazz, rap, rock and roll, all of that. That's come from us. R&B, it's all from us. Children of Israel. Verse 26, for what is a man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? What would you give in exchange for your soul?